Right, hi everyone. I know you can't see me at the moment, but it's Cassie from St Thomas Library. Welcome to this Facebook Live craft. What we've got here and what we're going to make today are these really cute little Purr-maids, which is a cat crossed with a mermaid for those of you that don't know. And then we're going to make a little friend for it to go with, so this little octopus here. So what I'll do is I'll quickly go through what you're going to need. Okay, so I'm just going to put these to one side. Okay, so what you're going to need, most importantly of all, is loo rolls. Okay, so make sure you've got a couple of loo rolls. It's a good job this is not the beginning of the crisis, because obviously they were in short supply. So you're going to need your loo rolls, a pair of scissors, some glue, good old Pritt stick, some marker pens. So I've got a blue, and I've actually got a metallic silver one as well, but just any two colours is fine. I've got just a normal pen as well, just for drawing smaller details. And then you're going to need coloured paper. So just some normal coloured paper. And if you've got them, grab some stickers. So like star shapes, round shapes. But if you don't have stickers, don't worry about it too much, because you can just draw the little extra bits and pieces. And then for the octopus, another optional thing, if you've got them, is some googly eyes. But again, you can always just draw the eyes on, so don't worry about that too much. Okay, so I think maybe we should just go for it. So I am going to start off, put everything to one side, and start off just with your loo roll and your piece of paper. Okay, so in order to make this into the cat shape, what you're going to need to do is get your loo roll like this, and then put your fingers on either side, and then you're just going to push that in together. Okay, and then that makes it into your little cat face, or an owl. Not really sure owls would do that well under the sea though. Okay, so there we go. We've got our little cat shape. So I'll just quickly show you that again. So when it's just like that, you just use your fingers to squish them both into the middle. Squishing, that is a technical term. And there we go, we've got our little cat shape. And then what we're going to do is we're going to draw our face. So I'm going to get my blue marker pen, and I'm also going to get my normal pen. So I'm going to start off by doing triangles for the ears, with my not very straight lines. Just going to colour that in. And then I'm going to do a little cross for its nose and mouth, like that. And then I'm going to do two eyes, 1, 2, make them a little bit bigger. There we go. And then I'm going to use my marker pen just to do like that. So now it looks slightly surprised. Make sure I don't put my hair in the way. So there we go. Then the next bit I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pink pen and draw his little cheeks. Okay. Use my thinner pen to draw my whiskers. Very important for a cat to have whiskers, because that's how they figure out whether or not they can fit through something. I'm just going to put a couple of dots here. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Are you getting on okay so far? Right, so now that we've got our cute little mermaid here, what I'm going to do next is I am going to get my stickers. I'm going to make it a bra, because obviously mermaids need bras. So what colour am I going to go for today? I think I'm going to go for some lovely yellow stars. And like I say, if you don't have stars or stickers, don't worry, you can just draw them on. So I'm just going to put one here and one here. Like that. I'll just show you. So the other day I didn't have any stickers, so I just drew little flowers on like that. So you can do that as well. Okay. Okay. So now that she's got her mermaid bra on, draw a little thing in the middle there, and then so these are the straps. There we go. And then you mustn't forget to draw a belly button. There we go. There's her belly button. Right, so next we're going to do the tail, because obviously that's a pretty important bit. So get your piece of paper and you're going to need to measure where you want it to go. So I can see here that I want it to come up to my belly button, not my belly button, but my Purr-maid's belly button. So I can see that it's going to be around about there. So just measure it with the bottom and give it a quick snip. And then roll it all the way round so that you know how much you need to go all the way around. And then do a snip, do a snip there. Try best to make it longer than shorter so that you don't end up with a gap at the back. Okay, so now that I've got my two cuts to show me the shape of it, I'm going to fold this over. So just measure it up with the line here and you'll get a pretty straight line. And the same here. Okay. So it gives you like a marker of where you need to cut. So hopefully you can see that I need to cut this shape out here. Okay. So now I'm going to use my pen to draw the scales. Now this is how I draw scales. You might have your own way of doing it, which would be really cool if you did. So what we're going to do is basically just draw like round shapes like this. Looks a bit like a bottom. Don't tell your mum and dad that I said that. Okay, so you can see mine's a bit wonky. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then what you're going to do is just draw to the middle. So it's going to go like that. So you in effect end up with them layered. You carry on doing that all the way down, just overlapping the scales. Like roof tiles. There, that went a bit wobbly, didn't it? Okay. I don't know about you guys, but my Sharpie pens are quite strong smelling. I do have a bit of a tendency to set off my asthma. But I have got my doors and windows open in my kitchen here, so I should be alright. Okay, I reckon yours are all going to be way better than mine. Mine's gone off a bit. Yeah, see. Right, so we've got our scales, and what I'm going to do is I've got my silver marker here, so I'm going to add little dots on. Can you see that there? But you can use any colour, any pen. And obviously you don't need to dot everything if you don't want to, because it can be a little bit tedious. Or therapeutic, it's quite mindful. There we go. So there we go, there's the scales. And what we're going to do, I'm going to glue it onto our mermaid, so as you can see it's going to go round like that. See, she's quite a short stubby one compared to this one, but I quite like that, they're all a bit different. So we're going to get our trusty glue. Don't know if you've got a glue stick or just glue. Put it on the back here. And then what you want to do is try not to stick the wrong bit on. Put it on like that. Make sure it's done. And then you can just roll it up. Actually, I'm just going to trim that end bit off because it's quite long. So, how are you all getting on with that? Hopefully fine. Oh, hello Alex and Emily. Great to see you again. You are indeed the official St Thomas Library fan club. I think we're going to have to make badges or something at some point when we're all back to normal. Okay, so on to the tail. So we're just going to get, so you might want to use the bit that's left over from your paper there, but just get another piece of paper. Put it behind, so you're going to want to actually have, oh sorry, everything's sticking to me. So we're going to be sticking it to the back here, so you want to have a little bit of overlap there, so you can see I'm putting it on like that. And then I'm going to draw my tail, not my tail, the cat's tail. So I'm going to draw like that, and then okay. And once you've done that, you can cut it out. But remember to leave this bit here, because you're going to need that to stick it onto the back. I don't know if you can hear in the background some very noisy birds. The sparrows and starlings in my garden have had so many babies, and they're constantly crying for food, and the poor mums are there just trying to fill up their beaks with food, and they just keep crying all the time, so I've been putting extra food out for them. Okay, so for our tail, just go like that on your bottom of the tail, and then we're just going to draw some lines like that. Don't have to be exact, it can be quite flowy. And then I'm going to turn it this way, and yet again I'm going to draw some scales. Now you don't have to draw all the way to the top, because this bit's actually going to be glued onto the back. So you can start a little way down. And I'm going to draw them the way I did for the body. Now, the reason I decided to do this craft is because my nieces really love mermaids, especially the oldest one, and she asked me to do a Purr-maid craft with her, and So it's all thanks to Lottie that we're doing this today. I've lost my metallic pen. Oh, there it is. And again, I'm just going to do my dots. Me and Lottie actually went one time and we met a real life mermaid. She was called Ariel and she was hanging out at Bristol Aquarium. It was very cool. We had a lot of fun and she answered lots of questions and she told us about where mermaids come from and what to do if you meet pirates, that kind of thing. It was really fun. Okay, so now we've got our tail. Like I say, we're going to glue it onto the back like that. So get your trusty old glue and just put some glue on the end bit there. Oops, try to do it a bit better than me. And then we're just going to stick it onto the back like that. Give it a bit of a press down. Just make sure it's stuck on there. So, what do you think of that? Now, just to finish off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her a little star in her hair. I think I might give her a blue one to go with her tail. There you go. Not her hair, you know what I mean. She hasn't got hair, she's got fur, she's a cat. So there we go. There is a Purr-maid. What do you think? I hope you had a lot of fun doing that. Okay, so let's put our little Purr-maid up here and let's make an octopus. So this one's going to be quite simple and straightforward, but you know, they need to have some kind of friends, don't they? Our little Purr-maids up here. So what we're going to do is get a piece of paper like this. I find A4 is really good actually, really good size for this project. So what we're going to do is the top bit's going to be the body and this bit's going to be the legs. So depending on how long you want your legs to be will determine what you do. But I'm going to fold my paper around about sort of a third down. Okay. And then to draw the tentacles, or make the tentacles, I'm going to cut up as far as that line that I've just made. Now I'm not going to worry too much about getting the right number of legs because life's a bit too short. So I'm just going to start thinking about how wide I want the tentacles to be. So they don't have legs, do they? They have tentacles. So just as far as there, so carry on doing that. Obviously, if you were going to be exact, you'd do 8. I don't know how many I'm going to end up doing. We'll see. It doesn't matter if it's not exact. Okay, how many did I actually end up with? 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, slightly random, but never mind. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our marker pen and in the middle here we're going to draw a big octopus smile. Okay, and then if you have googly eyes, stick them on now. If you don't have googly eyes, just draw some eyes. I reckon you'll all be expert at that. So hopefully I've got the ones that actually have the peely off bit. Yay, I do, hooray! One there. No, that's not one of the peely ones. Actually, I wonder what it would look like if you had two different size eyes. Maybe a bit weird. Yeah, looks like I've run out of the ones that with the peel off bits. So I'm just gluing it instead. Okay, I made a bit of a mess of that. There we go. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put a bit of glue just here. And we're going to make it into a circle like that. See that? And what I'm going to do, but you don't have to do this, is I am actually going to cut off the one that overlaps. Sorry, Octopus. Sorry, I keep calling them legs. Of course they're tentacles. But you know what I mean. Okay. So, then you're just going to, where the crease was, just lift all the legs, sorry, tentacles up like this. My glue is not working that well. Okay. And then I'm going to use my marker pen again to draw the sucker bits that they have. On all of the tentacles. Have any of you ever seen an octopus? Have you been to an aquarium and seen them in real life? They're quite strange creatures, aren't they? They're also quite tasty, if you like that kind of thing. Okay. If you wanted to be a bit fancy, you could put a few extra bits in if you wanted. Okay, now he looks a bit splatted at the moment, doesn't he? He's just like splat. And we want him to have nice curly tentacles like this. So how we're going to do that is we're going to get a pen, any pen will do, or anything round, so it could be a straw or anything like that, and we're going to curl up the tentacles like this. So I'm going to put it like that and roll it all the way to the top. Ta-da! Okay, so you get a nice curly tentacle. I'm going to do that with the rest. There we go. That's our octopus. Hello to Laura Cumberland and Jim Morritt, lovely to have you with us. I hope you're having fun. So, now we've got our little Purr-maid and our octopus friend. What I'm going to do is quickly show you how you would make an actual mermaid. You could make a merman as well, of course. You might want to give him a little beard. So, you do exactly the same as you did before. So you've got your loo roll, you've done your scales and your tail, and then get your stickers to make the bra. I think this time I'm going to give her a pink bra. Okay, there we go. Oh, you could use that colour, why not? And again. So obviously this time we're not going to make it pointed like this one. It's not a Purr-maid, it's a mermaid. Got her little belly button. Don't forget the belly button, that's a really important part, as my niece always says. And again, you're going to do a little smile, 2 eyes. Maybe some pink cheeks. And maybe some eyelashes. There we go. And what we're going to do is, quite tempted to give her blue hair. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the fringe bit. Sorry, the pens are making me go. So just check. So I haven't left a lot of space there actually, so I'm going to have to make it quite thin. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a little fringe. So I'm going to do like that. So you end up with a kind of little triangle bit in the middle. And I think I'll put it at a slightly jaunty angle as well. I'll just trim that bit off. So there you go. Yeah, that's good. And again, I'm going to glue that on. Glue everywhere, like I always do. Trim those bits off the back. So there you go. That is her fringe. And then to make the actual hair, it's going to be a bit like how we did the tentacles for the octopus. So decide how long you want your hair to be. I think I'm going to, yeah, I reckon that long will be fine. So I've got this bit already, I'm just going to trim this bit off. So you're just going to have a strip like that. And what I've done is I've just made it slightly pointy at the end, like this. Okay. Oh dear, the OCD is kicking in. And then you can just start gluing them all around. So, oh, That's really cool blue hair. I think I'd like to have hair like that. And again, we're going to use our pen to curl it up. Ta-da! What do you think? Pretty good, huh? Okay, and then I'm just going to carry on doing that all the way around. I'm just going to cut some more. Oops. I bet you're better at cutting than me. So this one needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll see whether I can do the same number. And then don't forget to do the pointy ends. And just carry on gluing them all the way around. Might find the tail gets in the way a little bit. Obviously, once you curl it up, it's fine. And you could even curl it beforehand. So give it a little bit of a curl like that, and then glue it on. Whoops. I think I measured that pretty well. I'll make this one a bit thinner. And there we go. That is our mermaid. Now if you want to be an absolute perfectionist, you don't have to do this because it is slightly fiddly. You can make a bit of a top bit like I have here. All you need to do, put your mermaid upside down. She might get a bit dizzy, but that's okay. And then just draw around her head like that. Okay, cut it out. No. Put some glue on it, so just around the edges. Oh, there you go. She's relieved to be the right way around again. And then just stick it onto the top, like this. Probably want to make yours slightly bigger than mine, but it's okay. So there we go. So that is our mermaid, our Purr-maid. Gone for the blue theme today, haven't I? I'm going to show you my red octopus, just so we've got a bit of different colour, and our octopus. So I hope you had a lot of fun doing that. Let me see you all. How are you? Hi everyone. So I hope you had a lot of fun doing that. It was a craft I really enjoyed doing actually. Like I say, Purr-maids, mermaids, big thing with my young nieces. So yeah, so I hope you had fun doing that. What I'm just going to quickly do is show you, because obviously it's, I mean, it kind of doesn't make that much difference, but it is half term next week. So me and Zoe are going to be doing a couple of crafts next week, and I'm going to be doing, on Friday, I'm going to be doing a safari craft. So I know that we, you know, obviously we can't go on safari at the moment, so why not bring the safari into your home? Hey, sounds like fun, huh? Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you the safari craft. Here we go. So we've got our giraffes munching the leaves on the tree. So that is going to be next week's craft. I'm going to hopefully do that next Friday. So Friday, I think it's the 29th. I've put details on the Facebook page, so just check the events for details of that. And yeah, hope you have a great week. And oh yeah, please, I would love, really love to see your creations. So you can either send them to us by messenger or in the comments, or email them to us at our very ridiculously long email address, which is, are you ready? Have you got a pen? stthomas.librariesunlimited.org.uk. It is actually on our Facebook page in our About section as well, so you can always find it there. So yeah, I hope you've had lots of fun. See you soon. Hang on a minute, my Purr-maid wants to say goodbye to you.